And you know, sometimes those things fucking, you know, people get a hold of those stories and they talk about it, and that's what separates it. And you know, and it is real for us. We did go through those things, and that's it's made people talk up to this point. But you know,
I am who I am, and that's all that I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Is there one big myth about this band that is not true, that you guys feel like you're consistently having to try and correct?
Ronnie didn't go to jail for killing anyone. He went to jail for not being able to piss in a cup and pass a drug test. Period.
And
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, straight from the band.
Because Max, he was like one of your best friends.
I was there. We were best friends for like
you started the band with
years.
him, or was it Brian? Who started the band with
Me
Brian?
and Ronnie did.
You and Ronnie. Okay.
Yeah.
we had dabbled in bands for years too, the three of us.
Me and Ronnie had been in bands together all through high school. Shit, I met Robert when he was like 14, dude. You know, so I've known him for a long time. And it's so silly, like all the things you're like, I'm like, listen, dude, I was there, I lived it, I did a lot of fucking drugs with him, or whatever, I did a lot of bad things too, but you know what, like fucking, if you want to know what's up, like, you know, this is what's up.
Here's two main fucking things, alright?
Okay.
Two main things, and it sucks because it's like, you know, this is what gets people talking. Ronnie is not in jail because he killed someone. We didn't kick Ronnie out of the band because he killed someone. We're not in a band with him because he's a fucking asshole. He sucked to be around, and he was ruining our lives. And we had to move on, and we wanted to make music, and stars aligned, and we got Craig, you know. And Craig got us as well. And you know, and also, you know, he's gonna talk because it's what he likes to do, and that's what gets people's attention. And he likes to say he's in jail because he didn't do something, you know, or he's in there for like the wrong reasons or whatever. Right. He's not in jail because he killed someone.
Isn't he out on probation? Didn't it just happen? I thought he was out on probation now.
No, that was another rumor. Supposedly he was supposed to be out on probation. And all I know is
at this point I don't follow up. So
I think the main thing is everybody thinks there's two sides. Like Escape the Fate hates Ronnie Radke, and Ronnie Radke hates Escape the Fate.
I tell people all the time.
I think the main thing people need to realize is Escape the Fate does not hate Ronnie Radke. I don't. Nobody does. We're all hoping that he gets better and he does good for himself.
Right,
dude.
It's just things happen for a reason, and Ronnie and Escape the Fate is done with, and we all support him and hope he does well. And I think that's the main thing people think is like, you guys are fucking assholes. That's your old singer. You guys should support him. It's like, you guys don't see that we're supporting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do support him. It's just, it's hard when he's doing interviews and saying it's everybody else's fault and he hates us. And you know, we try to do that all the time. We're like,
he was like that in the AP story.
The thing is, straight up, is that like me and him were literally attached at the hip, and where he is right now, straight up, I can say this with 100% like confidence and honesty. He was gonna die if he did not go to jail. He was going to die like soon. Like he was just on a path of destruction. And, you know, I was on that path of destruction too for a while, and that's why I can say I know that this was the best thing for him in his life at that time.
I think it's the best thing for you too, man.
You just gotta be humble, you know.
And I tell everyone, like, how I can turn your back on your best friend? Fuck, if he gets out, dude, I'll go buy him a meal, dude. I want to hang with him again and just see how he's doing, because the Ronnie that I know, that I met when I was 15 years old, and the Ronnie that I knew, you know, at 23 and he was 24 when he was at jail or whatever else, is not the same person at all. And I'd love for that old Ronnie to come back and, you know, and him to turn into that again. I think it'd be great. I don't know if, you know, I mean, he's got his thing now, and we've got our thing, and, you know, I'm sure we're both completely happy where we are in our lives. I know I am, and my band is now, but, you know, I just want him to, you know, like, mentally come back to himself.
I mean, I don't want to,
but real quick, though, like, before, I don't see that happening, though, unfortunately, because I think a lot of, you know, the fans that he hears and whoever are his close friends, quote-unquote, that are surrounding him are feeding into his ego, and instead of being in prison and going, fuck, what did I do? What did I do to my life? What did I do to my friends who actually did care? What did I do to my family? And instead of going there and, you know, having all these revelations come to him, he's sitting there going, fuck them, and, you know, I have these fans, I can still fucking do this, and doing it all just to spite everyone else. He's blaming some sort of evil force that's only there in his mind, we're not against him, and no one is against him. He's just out to prove everyone wrong, but no one's saying
he can do it, man. He can do it.
I hope he does well. But we can't sit and dwell.
I mean,
we're on to
the
other
whole
things.
new singer and his old band thing, like,
and that you're kind of dealing with afterbirth, I guess, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So there was a piece that was buried in one of the stories I read, Craig, where it was last spring, and it was in Vegas. And again, this is a myth. If this is incorrect, just tell me, all right? But that it was one of your first shows that you had with the band.
Extreme thing?
Yeah. And
yeah.
Ronnie was in the audience up front, supposedly, with some of his friends, and he was flipping you off the whole time. That had to have been a major sweat time or bummer or pissy. I mean, it was.
I stayed as strong as I could, and I think I did an okay job. I don't know, Max kind of went off. Max kind of went off the edge.
I got mad because we were all practicing and we're doing great. I'm like, fuck yeah, Craig, don't worry, you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And then I see Craig get a little stressed on stage, and we go to introduce our new song that we wrote at the time, which was The Flood. And Craig's like, all right, this new song's called. I'm like, hold on a minute, dude. I can't stand no more. And I'm like, you know what? This song's called If I Could Stay Off Drugs, maybe I'd still be in my band. I look over the side,
pretty bad,
and people in Epitaph are like, jaw to the floor. But it was like, you know what, dude? I'm not going to let you ruin my fucking show, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It was good. I had a ton of kids coming up to me after
we
the show
killed
being
it.
like, I respect you so much. I can't believe you stayed so strong and you stayed up on the stage and you finished the show. Like,
there was a tenseness.
so
everybody in the audience knew what the hell was going on.
Bro,
and it's still like that.
It was tense.
There's still, not on that big of a level, but there is still two different sides of people. But what's weird about it is that they're still coming to our show. You know what I mean? Like last night, I think was the first time that I saw.
That was the first time.
That was the first time that I saw there was two guys up on the balcony, and they were wearing like Team Ronnie T-shirts. Like the whole time they're like up like this, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? Nice T-shirt, bro.
Thanks, dude. Those tickets paid for our gas.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Paid for my bus.
But it's like he's not here, man. Like you paid to come to our show. If you want to support him, go support him. Go on his MySpace for his new band and show him some support. But after the show, I was like, actually, love you guys. Thank you so much for coming out.
That's
at the end of the day, I still respect them for supporting their artists, like their favorite artists, like
right.
That, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
that show though,
I have respect on both sides, like, you know what I mean?
That Vegas show was fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
it was in front of a shitload of fucking people, and like I said earlier today, when you, like with us, our band, what makes it interesting is you never know what's going to happen when you walk on that stage. And that was one of those times where it's like, it's memorable, I hate thinking about it, but you know what? It is what it is, Yeah. Just take it and learn from it.
Do you ever feel, Craig, that and I don't mean this as an insult, okay? So no matter what you think of it as